Hi students, today we are going to discuss an important concept, that is ring expansion. So before going to that, we have to discuss the basics about ring expansion. Generally, hydride shift or alkyl shift or ring expansion are the phenomena in rearrangement this is the thing you have to remember. So ring expansion takes place, how means it is the phenomena in rearrangement. So generally when rearrangement takes place, that is here we have to discuss. Generally hydride shift, alkyl shift or ring expansion are the phenomena in rearrangement. Y means to gain stability. Why it takes place? To gain stability. And ring expansion occurs in cycloalkanes like three-membered ring cyclopropane, four-membered ring cyclobutane or five-membered ring cyclopentane. Ring expansion occur in cycloalkanes like three-membered ring cyclopropane, four-membered ring cyclobutane, five-membered ring cyclopentane. Y means cycloalkanes are like cyclobutane, cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclopentane are unstable. These are unstable rings. Why these are getting unstable means due to angle strain. Due to angle strain. So why these are going to be expand means due to angle strain. So generally hydride shift, alkyl shift, ring expansion are the phenomena in rearrangement. Y means to get stability. Ring expansion occur in cycloalkanes like cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclopentanes, and further not possible cycloalkanes like cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclopentane are unstable. Unstable. These are unstable. Why these are unstable means due to angle strain. Due to angle strain. That's why they are ready to expand. They are ready to expand. Clear? Now, what is angle strain? We have to discuss about angle strain. Angle strain. Later I am giving the information about angle strain. Angle strain. So if you know angle strain, then easy to understand ring expansion. Ring expansion. And I am giving a clear chart about this. Cycloalkane derived angle then actual angle and we have angle strain. These are the things to remember how these are going to be expand. Clear? So these you have to know very well, then easy to you. Look here, I am taking cycloalkane first one. Cyclopropane. How many carbon atoms? 3 carbon atoms. 3 carbon atoms. 3 carbon atoms, nothing but all are single. So it is sp3 hybridized. All are single bonds means sp3 hybridized. sp3 hybridized bond angle how much? Already we learned 109.5. Clear? This is practically derived. Actually how much here present means only 60. Only 60. How much difference is there between derived angle and actual angle? That is called angle strain. Difference between derived and angle, that is actual, is called angle strain. How much? 49.5. Difference between derived angle and actual angle is called angle strain. The next one I am taking here, cyclobutane. This is also sp3, all are single bonds. So it should be compulsory 105, 109.5. And now bond angle actual 90. Difference how much? 19.5. Angle strain. And go for another one. Cyclopentane. Here I am taking cyclopentane. This is also sp3. It should derived as practically this much as per hybridization. But actual angle how much here? 108. Difference how much? 1.5. And I am taking these 3 can expand. I am taking one more also, that is hexane. Here also sp3. Here bond angle according to sp3 it should be 100, but actual bond angle 120. The difference how much? Difference how much here? 10.5. See here. If you know this clearly, then easy. sp3 derived angle already we know this. sp3 hybridization is there 109.5. But actual angle 60. Angle strain difference in between these two is 49.5. Same butane, cyclo 90. Difference is 19.5. Pentane, cyclo 108, 1.5. Cyclohexene 120, 10.5. Now, if angle strain means a difference in between two is more, cycloalkane is less stable. So, stability of cycloalkanes inversely proportional to angle strain. This you have to remember. More will be the angle strain, less will be the stability. So relation between angle strain and stability is inversely proportional. Stability of cycloalkanes inversely proportional to angle strain. More the angle strain, less will be the stability. That's why these are ready to get stability by rearrangement, that is expansion. But this is already derived, we learned. sp3 is a 109.5. But actual angle, how can we calculate means, here I am giving one short trick formula. How to calculate this means, look here. Actual angle, to calculate actual angle, one formula is there that you have to follow. 180 into n minus 2 upon n. This is the formula. Remember this. To calculate actual angle, formula is 180 into n minus 2 by n. What is n here? N equal to number of carbon atoms. Number of carbon atoms. Now we'll take example. Look here. Cyclopropane. Number of carbon atoms how many? 3. Actual angle we have to calculate. Formula what I given? 180 into n minus 2 by n. That implies 180 into n. 3 minus 2 upon 3. That equal to 3 minus 2, 1. 180 by 3. 180 by 3. That equal to 60. So in cyclopropane, how much you got? 60. Like this you can calculate. Remember this formula, very important. 180 into n minus 2 by n number of carbon atoms. For all this you can calculate. So as angle strain increasing, stability decreasing. Stability decreasing means they are ready to expand to get stability. Now, of them, who is more stable? And we have to discuss. That is very important. Now I am explaining that. Look here. I am taking an example here. First, cyclopropane, cyclobutane. Clear? Cyclopentane. Next, cyclohexane. These we discussed already. So angle strain how much? 49.5. This is 19.5. This is 1.5 and this is 10.5 as we calculated. This is the angle strain we got. Angle strain. Let me go for stability. Stability order. Stability order we are going to discuss. See, more the angle strain, less with the stability. So, order what I am getting here? What order I am getting? First, cyclopropane is less stable. Next, cyclobutane. Next, cyclopentane. cyclopentane, and next we have here cyclohexane. Clear? This is unstable, then this, then this, then this. But here, sorry. This is next. This is next. This is cyclohexane. Next, more stable is cyclopentane. This is order, stability order. But actually, by looking into the angle strain, we given actual order is cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclopentane, and cyclohexane. This is actual order. This is according to angle strain. But actual, this is. Why these two are replaced means, see here, why this order changed means, actually this cyclohexane is not having like this ring structure. It having chair-like structure. Actually it having chair-like structure. Clear? Like this, it having chair-like structure. If it is having chair-like structure, its bond angle is nearly 109.5. So actually is to 120. How much? 120. But chair-like structure it exists. Actual structure this is. Bond angle 109.5. So actual bond angle, derived bond angle are now same. That's why cyclohexane is more stable. That you have to remember. Next, when they will expand, that we have to discuss. Look here, I am giving point. When an unstable cycloalkane is near a carbocation, ring expansion occur. Clear? When an unstable cycloalkane is near a carbocation, ring expansion occurs. This you have to remember. So what is the reason? Unstable cycloalkane is near to a carbocation, then expansion will be happens. Clear? As carbocation rearrangement. Next, followed by hydride shift or methyl shift. It will be follow hydride shift or methyl shift. Next, the positive charge lies on carbon. The positive charge lies on carbon. Just immediately next to the ring. Next to the ring. Expansion will takes place by the positive charge of that is carbocation lies on carbon just immediately next to the ring. Next to the ring. I will show here. Look here. This is the ring. And here I am showing CH2. And this is plus charge. Look here. The positive charge lies on the carbon. It is just immediately to the next ring. So carbocation should be next to the ring. Next to the ring. Not far away. Like this is there. Then expansion will be possible. Expansion will be possible. Clear? So first we need unstable cycloalkane. That should be bonded with a carbocation. It is just to the immediate carbon. So if you know these all, then very easy. So first you learn this clearly, and after that this is stability order. This is actually based on the strain, but actual order this is because cyclohexane is having chair structure. Remember that. Actual structure what? Chair structure. This is we are calling chair structure. It having 109.5, that is sp3 hybridization. So there is no angle strain here. That's why it is highly stable. So this is more stable than this. This is more stable than this. And this is more stable than this. So cyclopropane is highly unstable. Highly unstable. If somebody will ask, sir, more than 6 is there. Ring expansion means more than 6 is there. Ring expansion not possible. 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. This is up to this area only. Clear? So I will explain one example with an example. Here I am taking yesterday what I given. That is cyclobutane I given. It is bonded to CH2OH. And I given H plus medium and subjected to heat. This is the question I given yesterday to you. Go for here. This bond is going to be break. Then you are getting carbocation. What you are getting? Carbocation. And this is the carbocation we have. This carbon directly bonded with 1. That's why this is 1 degree carbocation. 1 degree carbocation. This is the first step. Carbocation should be formed. That carbocation should lies immediate to the next to the ring. Close. So rule is followed. Next. What happened? This is unstable. Already we discussed due to angle strain. That's why here you go for that. Here primary, that is 1 degree. Here you come to the carbon. This carbon bonded with this carbon. This is 2 degree. So 2 degree carbocation is more stable than 1 degree. And we have 3 degrees more stable than 2 degree. 2 degrees more stable than 1 degree. Here 1 degree, here 2 degrees there. That's why this ring trying to expand itself to get more stability, immediately this bond is going to be shifted to this carbon. Clear? Giving rise to. When this bond is broken, this is bonded to here. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Means this carbon coming to the ring. Immediately you are getting like this 5-membered ring with positive charge. 5-membered ring with positive charge. Clear? And now you take here 1 hydrogen. Here also is there. Actually how this will come means when you shifted this bond here, like this happens actually. This bond is going to be break. Here one carbon, here one carbon, 4 carbon, and here CH2 is there, CH2. And when we shifted this bond, and the bond in between this carbon and that carbon will be happens like this. We written like this. Actually, it will come like this. So you are getting here positive charge, giving rise to. Here positive charge is there now, unstable. That's why this hydrogen is shifted to here. This is we are calling hydride shift. I told you here, hydride shift will be takes place. This hydrogen shifted to this. This bond is going to be break. This hydrogen is shifted to this bond. Hydrogen electrons are shifted to here. That's why we are getting cyclopentene. You are getting cyclopentene. Somebody getting doubt, here also hydrogen is there. So you can go for this hydrogen also you can shift. Here you are getting that also cyclopentene only. So cyclopentene. What you are getting? Cyclopentene. So this ring, cyclobutane ring converted into, means alcohol converted into alkene by dehydration. So practice one, then it is easy to you. This is easy to you. Clear? Now, one question I will give you for your better practice. Go for that. Here I am giving question for you. Question number 1. Cyclobutane, methyl, double bond, giving rise to H2O and H2SO4. What is the product? Question number 2. Cyclopentane, and here you have OH group giving rise to H plus heating. What is the product? Try these questions. And what the products you are getting, and that product name you put in your comment box. Later I will suggest you. Clear? I think it is very clear for everyone. So if you have any doubts, put in your comment box. Thank you. Be safe.